Hey guys, it's me Suja over here. Welcome back to another video. So on this video I'm going to be talking about my honest dating advice for Indian men and for Indian girls. So firstly, if you're new to my channel, the name of my channel is called as Suja in Vietnam. I've been living in Vietnam for over 7 years. I was an English teacher before in Vietnam for over 4.5 years, and then I started my online business, and I'm also a full-time YouTuber. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and that way you can support my content. It takes less than 2 seconds to do that, right? So I just thought of talking about this topic. Firstly, wishing all of you a very happy new year. So this is the beginning of the year 2025. I really hope all of you had a great New Year party, a great New Year time. Um, so, yeah, while I'm still out here in India and I'm kind of wrapping up my stay, very shortly I will be traveling somewhere else. So, I just thought of, talking about this topic, like I want to give some dating advice. So from what I can experience out here in India, firstly, I'm a non-residential Indian, right? And I'm an American educated guy. I did my college from the U.S. And I've traveled internationally. So based on my personal experience, I've dated many women internationally. And like in when I was in Philippines, my I was when I was in Russia. A couple of my first few girlfriends, they were Russians. Um, then of course in Thailand, and of course in Vietnam. Back when I was in the dating game, right? So I never had any Indian girlfriends, and I actually mentioned that on one of my previous YouTube videos why I never had any Indian girlfriends. Um, so let me just be very honest with you and be very blunt with you over here. Dating in India is very challenging. It is very challenging. Um, I'm not talking about using these dating apps like Tinder, Bumble. Honestly, they're very useless, and I fail to understand that. I've tried these apps before out here in India, zero matches. And the weird part is, if I'm outside India, I get a lot of matches on Tinder. So I don't know what's wrong with Tinder India or Tinder using Tinder in India or whatever. I've been told, I've seen a couple of YouTube videos that it's very difficult to get Tinder matches out here unless until you are paying for some special membership with these online dating apps. And a couple of these other dating apps, like you will find girls who just want to have money in exchange for giving you benefits, right? You know what I mean. So that's the sad reality of online dating nowadays here in India. So leaving aside the dating apps, right? So let me just talk first about. I want to give some advice for dating, and I want to give some dating advice for Indian men, right? The reason why I have been so successful in dating a lot of women internationally is because of my confidence, right? You need to have the confidence, and women love confidence, and this is actually applied universally. Even over here in India, right? Women love confidence, right? First, my advice. I would highly advise you for Indian men out here is that be confident of yourself, take good care of yourself, groom well, right? I'm not a big fan of Indian men having beard. I never like keeping beard. I think that's highly very unattractive. I mean, there are men who like they trim their beard. That's a different ball game altogether. That's appealing as well. But over here, I see a lot of Indian men. They grow a lot of beard, um, and especially if you go to countries like Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, where I was there for 5 years. My ex-wife was from Philippines. Um, they don't like men having beard, right? They like men having clean shave, right? I'm not saying you need to shave every day, but groom yourself well. Have the proper hygiene. I mean, I shave like 3 times a week, and in a week, and once in a month, I go to the barber shop. I get my military haircut, my crew cut, because I lived in Europe for so many years. So I'm used to having a nice crew cut, and of course, I just shave like um, thrice a week. And of course, if I get a crew cut, I make sure I go to a nice salon. I also get a shave. I get a face massage. So you feel confident as a man, right? So take good care of yourself. If you have bad breath, make sure to use a bit of Listerine. You get a lot of Listerines out here in India, and also the Aquafresh mouthwash. So just take good care of yourself. Um, Shower well, scrub your body well. Use a good shower gel, or and use some nice lotion and everything. And of course, smell well, right? So I just want to give you some example. Is I used this from the U.S. One more out here. So you can see these lotions out here, right? So always smell well when you're going outside, because you get that positive aura. So the first and foremost thing is always take good care of yourself, right? Um, Secondly, for my advice for Indian men would be, don't be desperate to find a girlfriend. You know, like, um, I see a lot of. It's funny. I've seen this like sometimes. Like when I'm walking around the streets here in my city. And especially in my city, you have a lot of college students. A lot of young girls. They dress well. They have that Western attire. They wear those nice tight jeans and everything. Some girls, they're really very hot. But sometimes I see a bunch of these young Indian guys. They're just being too, with themselves, and just staring at the girl and just giggling. देख क्या hot है. Wow, देख उसको. You will never. Firstly, women don't like this, right? And especially here in India, I see a bunch of these young guys. They are together, they're with themselves, and like, उसको देख क्या hot है. She's so hot. उसको देख. Fuck, man, that's cheap, man. This way you will never be able to uh, find a nice Indian girl for yourself, right? I mean, don't be that perverted type don't have that perverted type attitude, right? I mean, if you are a man, you should be able to just go up and just talk to her like, hey, how are you? How's your day going? I don't know if you have this out here in India or not, but like sometimes, if I go to the coffee shop, right? If I see a nice, beautiful girl, like she's like, maybe she's working on the laptop or something, I have some small talks, right? Like, just ask some questions like, do you know any good place to eat dinner out here? Or is it winter time right now in the city? Or have some kind of a small talk, and automatically you'll get to know if she is interested in you or not, right? I've done this out here a bit out here in Starbucks, at Starbucks here in India, and also I've done this in Thailand, Vietnam. I would say Thailand, Vietnam, girls are more open to communicate with me, right? Um, I mean, I would really cut down the conversation with the Indian girl who's not showing any interest. Don't waste your time, right? If you see she's giving you attention, and sorry, you got an itchy nose. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah. So if you know that she's giving attention and she's communicating with you, she's smiling, um, yeah, have the conversation and make sure to exchange the numbers, right? I think here in India, people use a lot of WhatsApp, right? In Vietnam, we use the Zalo, and in Thailand, definitely Line everywhere. Uh, the line sound, the line app sound. So just try to have a decent conversation. Don't show that you're desperate or something. Have that kind of a positive vibe, and show that you're a confident person. Smell well. Girls, they can pick it up. They have these sixth sense. They can quickly smell a man from a mile. And the vibes and the energy. So just try to see if you can exchange number. Never be desperate or something. And I would not recommend you if you're with your group of buddies and then trying to approach a girl or something, to have a small talk or a conversation. I think you should be more focused on yourself, and having less friends is really good actually for your career, for your life. I prefer to travel myself alone. I don't have any friends out here in India. Even internationally, I like to be myself, and that's the reason why um, most women, they want to go out for a coffee with me, because they know that this guy, he's by himself. He knows how to take care of himself. He's not clinging on to his buddies, which you'll find a lot if you go to Southeast Asia. A bunch of these Indian guys in Pattaya together, haggling around for a beer, or talking with a hooker and trying to see if she will be sharing her body with all of her friends and everything. It's so fucking sick. Anyways, yeah. So you know what I'm trying to say, right? Limit your friend circle. Just keep time for yourself. Keep your me time. Go out yourself. Be yourself. Go to a coffee shop. Sit down. Just maybe order a cappuccino or have whatever. Sorry, I had a little bit of Indian food. I'm still very full out here. Um, so yeah, I mean, do this experiment. Like, try to communicate with as many women as possible. Have some small talks, conversation. This will actually improve your confidence, your interpersonal skills. So I think that is really a great um, effort which you can put, right. The third message for Indian men, I don't know if it's the third or fourth message, is don't be a kind of a perverted type guy, right. Be confident, focus on your goal, focus on your career. Like, I focus on my business, right? That is very important for me. And that is highly attractive for women. you know if she sees in you that you're focused on your work, you keep yourself busy, you have value, and that's what really attracts women, right? Instead of some desperate Indian guy trying to chase an Indian girl, because she will obviously, like I said, women have sixth sense, right? Even out here in India, they can smell a man from a mile, right? So if she comes to know that you're desperate, you're messaging her a lot, and you're trying to ask her out, hey, oh, can you come for a coffee, or why not tomorrow, please, please. Stop begging around, right? Stop begging around to get a date. So just focus on yourself, and that's what attracts the women, right? Now, if she is not interested in you, move on, right? Because the trick is, there are plenty of fishes in the pond, right? So just focus and try to move on. I'm sure you'll find someone who will be interested in you, right? Or maybe, sometimes, she may not show attention, but later on where she knows that this guy is kind of busy, keeps himself busy, he has goals in life, so she'll automatically kick out all of those useless men of contacts. And then she will try to communicate with you and say, hey, how are you? Just dropping by. Then you can just subtly ask her, text her, and just tell her, I'm doing good. If you like, you can join me for a coffee tomorrow. And if she says that, okay, how about day after tomorrow, or then it's all right. But if she's just keeping on giving you excuses, no, I'm busy today, no, I'm busy tomorrow, I'm busy this weekend, stop fucking wasting your time on her. She's not interested on you, right? So I hope you get my message, and I hope you like my tattoos. Um, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I got them all from Thailand. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, I'm a very introvert person, right? But um, I have confidence in me, right? Never feel that, oh, I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert type Indian guy. I can never meet a nice hot Indian girl, or I cannot find that beautiful Indian girl. You know, never feel that. Always have confidence. You'll be amazed what you can achieve if you have confidence in you, right? So keep your value high, right? Always keep yourself busy. Even if you don't have money, that's all right. Even if you don't have a lot of money in your bank, it's all right. Just keep that confidence. Do workout. Take good care of yourself, right? Do home workouts or go to the gym, hit the gym. Take good care of your body. Take good care of your having a healthy body. Um, leads to having you a healthy mindset, right? So yeah, just keep yourself very confident, and just try to follow these tips, these advices which I've suggested to you. Now, moving on, right? I want to now head on to. I want to give some advice to some Indian women, Indian girls. The other day, I believe yesterday, I saw this Indian girl. She was extremely very hot, very beautiful, and um, I was at the coffee shop. I was at Tim Hortons out here in India, in my city. We do have Tim Hortons. So I was just sipping my coffee, my iced americano, and I was just giving her some smile, like a glare. But yeah, she was like too much on her phone, and then she was like, after I attempted that like two times, I just like, I just did like, I just like was having, there's a rule. If she is not staring back at you, move on. She's not interested in you, right? So yeah, I just gave her like two glares. She did not look at me. It's all right. So I said, okay, fine. I just, finished my drink, and I went for a walk outside, right? So, um, I would never recommend anyone to be desperate uh, in the dating game, right? So it's all about having confidence, keeping yourself important, valued. So my advice for Indian girls is also like, like there are many Indian girls are very beautiful out here. They have nice fair skin, nice hair, features, and everything. But the sad reality is that most of the Indian girls, the mentalities really suck. They have unrealistic expectations of, to find an Indian boyfriend, that he should be like a 6 footer, or he should look like a Bollywood actor. You know, keep your expectations very real, right? All that glitters is not always gold. So if you're looking for finding the perfect match, maybe he could be an introvert guy. Maybe he could be a simple dude. Maybe he's not 6 footer. Maybe he is the same height as you are, or maybe he's a bit shorter than you are. So my advice to most Indian girls who want to date out here, who want to find the perfect match, is don't judge a book by its cover, right? The problem with most Indian girls is that they judge very fast. They are very gossipy. They talk a lot of smack. Don't get me wrong. Most Indian girls, they dress very nicely. I mean, some of them are really, very sexy. Hot, I would say. But the reason I think their attitudes fail is because, they feel like there's something kind of don't feel like you're very special. Oh, I'm just floating in the heavens, and I want to see an Indian guy who looks like a Bollywood actor or whatever. um, there have been a lot of failed marriages, you know among hot Indian couples. They look like really very nice. The dude, he looks like a model. The girl, she looks like a model. Top quality. But you need to understand that all that glitters is not always gold. And that's the reason why a lot of breakups happen, and that's the reason why a lot of divorces are happening out here in India, is because the sad reality is, um, rushing into a decision, rushing into some Indian guy who may be hot, or rushing into an Indian girl who's very hot, but you're not looking into the inner qualities, right? So, because we have this stupid mindset out here in India, is that, oh, she's hot, ye hot hai, oh, the girl will say, oh, he's so hot. The guy would say, oh, she's so hot, usko dekh, so hot. And then they'll have that subconscious level of intimacy or whatever. I don't want to get into all those details, but what I'm trying to say is, yes, I would also like to see Indian girls, like, if they find some Indian guy attractive on the streets or something. You can also, if you're an Indian girl, you can also say, hey, how are you? Or, I mean, it's nothing weird, right? I mean, just like, hey, how are you? Or good evening or something. And then, have that conversation. That would be my advice also for Indian girls. Like, if you are walking around the streets, or if you're at the coffee shop, and if you feel like some Indian guy, he's cute, he's attractive, don't be shy. Maybe have some small conversations. So keep your expectations very realistic. Because I see out here many Indian girls, they'll be like looking like this, and like they're hot, but they'll be like, you need to also do that. I mean, it's not always the guys will have to chase you, right? You can also do it yourself, right? Maybe the guy is introvert, right? So help him out there. So maybe you like to just have a little conversation and just say like, hey, how are you, or something like that, right? So yeah, so keep your expectations very realistic. Stop being very gossipy. Stop talking smack. Just be human, be who you are, right? Be an original person. Then the world would be attracted to you. If you're an Indian girl thinking you're very hot, you're very beautiful, guys will come running down to you, um, which may happen, but maybe he may not be suitable for you in the long run, right? So you need to look into that. So yes, I would like to see the mindset changing out here in India for 2025 and beyond when it comes to the dating game. So, I would love to hear from you. Like, what are some of your tips you would like to suggest? You can leave it all down in the comment section below. Yeah, so if you like watching this video, make sure to like the video and all the good stuff. If you found this video to be informational, you can always buy me a coffee. The link is down in the description below. Additionally, you can pick up a Sujoin Vietnam hoodie or a t-shirt, so you can check out my store. It's winter time, so maybe you can grab some hoodies, and that way you can support my content. So with that being said, you guys have a great evening. This was me, Sujoy. Peace out.